Welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of Valpo Basketball Weekly, presented by our friends at Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute. I'm Brandon Vickery, glad to be joined by the head coach of the Valpo men's basketball program, Roger Powell Jr. It's an exciting time of year. The calendar has flipped to March, and the State Farm MVC tournament in St. Louis, Arch Madness, begins on Thursday. And, Coach, you had the program's highest MVC win total since joining the league. 17 regular season victories were the most since Alec Peters' senior year, the final season in the Horizon League. What was it about this group that allowed you to accomplish things that hadn't been done previously at Valpo during the regular season this year?
Well, I think we got some high character guys in that locker room and some really talented young players as well. And the connectivity of that group, the season, the schedule that we put together for this team to give us some challenges early and to compete and come up short in some of those, built some grit with this group, and then just the belief that we had in these guys and that we have in these guys and the belief they have in us and the belief that this group has, the love that we have for each other. I mean, all that stuff is a combination of, being able to do some things that haven't been done in a while here. So really excited about that. But, obviously March is here, is a new season, and hopefully, all those things will transition into this tournament upcoming this week.
Finished out the home slate this past week with a thrilling win, 13-4 at home, 8-1 at home in the calendar year of 2026. And one hallmark of Valpo programs in the old days was dominating on the home court. What was it like to see the Arc come back to being that type of home court advantage again?
No, it's great. I mean, it's not where I would like it to be yet, though. It's getting there. Obviously, I remember sellouts, and but the energy's coming back. Our students are really showing up. Our student athletes are supporting each other, and they're showing up. Just the energy's back, and that's something that, I was dying to get and praying for, and it's here. So now it's time to take it to another level. To be honest, I wish the conference tournament was in our home gym, but unfortunately, it's not like it was back in the Horizon League. But you know what, man, it's been a blessing, and I'm really excited about the future of where our program is going.
And of course, and deservedly, the players and the head coach are always in the limelight the most. But I wanted to ask you about the rest of your staff. Like, let's talk a little bit about the staff that's around you that's helped get the program to this point going into the conference tournament. What can you say about your assistant coaches, strength coach, athletic trainers? What type of group that's been a part of, or been like to be a part of, and what it's meant to accomplish some of these successes this year with those guys?
Man, they've been great, man. I mean, obviously, you look at our bodies and being able to sustain the injuries, and we had a crazy stretch of games, and Seamus, our strength conditioning coach, and Caleb, our athletic trainer, man, they did such a great job of keeping guys on the court and getting guys back quickly. That was huge for that run that we went on, in February. And then, just the staff, man, all my assistant coaches from Flash and Pat and um, Q. I mean, those guys, I mean, Sean, those guys that have been with me, from the start to now, it's been fun seeing, just some of the benefits and some of the rewards from, our labor, man, is to come in here starting and going 7 wins and then 15 losing everybody, and now we're at 17 and 11 wins of conference. I mean, these guys have been really, really, steadfast, and you know the vision I laid out and helped me assist me to that vision. The other thing too is just the addition of Jesse McClung and Levante Doherty, just that new energy and their ability to recruit, their ability to relate with the guys. Jesse helped me during games, and it's been fun, and I love where my staff is now. I want to continue to um, build with this group because I think this is the group that can continue to help us take strides.
You've had plenty of experience and success in postseason play as both a player and coach. But you have a team where the majority of the players on your roster have not experienced a conference tournament at the Division One level. What's kind of the message to the guys on what March means, what it's going to be like in St. Louis this week?
It's one thing I'm going to share with the guys is last year. Um, I mean, not last year, but my last year as a college basketball player at Illinois, man, we lost kind of a dagger game to Ohio State. We were 29-0 and lost to Ohio State. And it was a dagger, kind of similar to, Evansville, with the bank shot three. And it motivated us as players, to go on and run off, 8 wins in a row, get to the championship game. So just, being able to relate with these guys and give them uh, an understanding that I know exactly where they are. Now, how they respond is extremely important. We have a tournament coming up that hopefully some of that, like that grit can come from losing the game like we just lost. Um, but it's a fun time of the year too. We've been talking about this has been a build up to the conference tournament, which we're going to have to win to make it to March Madness. So, that's something that we've been talking about, and now it's here.
All right, let's preview the matchup. You won two close ones over Indiana State in the regular season. They're coming off a nice win on Sunday. What stands out to you as you look ahead to playing the Sycamores?
They're really good. They're really good. They're really good offensively. Their record isn't indicative of how good they are. They've had some close games, some tough losses, and it doesn't matter who they're playing. And obviously, we had to go to overtime to beat them at their place. At our place, we had as a buzzer. At the end of the game, we made a 2-point jump shot after 3 offensive rebounds to beat them. So this is going to be a battle, and they're going to be ready. They're going to have some edge. So we're going to have to be able to match that and really do a good job of defending them.
6 o'clock tip at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis on Thursday night. We hope a lot of Valpo fans will make the trip. You can get ticket information, go to tickets.valpoathletics.com. There he is, the head coach of the Valpo men's basketball program, Roger Powell Jr. We hope you'll follow along or perhaps make the trip to St. Louis this week. And we'll talk to you again next time on Valpo Basketball Weekly, presented by Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute.